Senator Schwertner, you're recognized on HB 100. Suspend the regular order of business.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President and members, I move to suspend the Senate's regular order of business and take up and consider at this time HB 100. Members, HB 100 establishes fair, uniform, and appropriate statewide framework for the operation of transportation network companies, or TNCs. It provides Texans with increased mobility options, earnings opportunities, economic liberty, and public safety. Unfortunately, TNCs in Texas have currently been governed by a confusing and inconsistent patchwork of local municipal regulations that vary substantially from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. These municipal ordinances are often arbitrary and deliberately onerous. In some cases, these regulations are designed specifically to stifle market growth and consumer choice. Furthermore, regulating these services at the city level will always be challenging for the simple fact that people don't live, work, or play in only one city. Transportation, by its very nature, is a regional concern that routinely crosses municipal boundaries. Over 40 states in this country have already acknowledged these realities and have chosen to enact a consistent, predictable system of regulation that licenses TNC operators at the state level. Fundamentally, this bill is about protecting the safety of our constituents as well as economic liberty. Drunk drivers don't stop at city limit signs, and when someone drives drunk through my community on their way home from Austin because of a lack of alternative options, they're putting the lives of my children and my constituents' children at risk. Law enforcement officials from every corner of the state agree ride sharing has shown the potential to be one of the most effective tools in the fight against drunk driving. Members, as a quick overview, this bill will, number one, place statewide regulation of TNCs at the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Second, it clarifies that transportation network companies are regulated by the state of Texas and prohibits municipalities from establishing new regulations on TNCs. Third, the bill lays out statewide requirements for operating a TNC. Fourth, the bill provides minimum qualifications for drivers, including annual criminal background checks, sex offender registry checks, and prohibitions on impaired driving. And fifth, the bill creates an accessibility pilot program for certain markets in which TNCs will offer services to people with disabilities, including those who use a wheelchair, and keep certain data on the use of TNCs by persons with disabilities. Sixth, the bill ensures public safety by keeping ride records for 5 years. And seventh, the bill authorizes TDLR to suspend or revoke a TNC permit if the TNC operates in violation of this bill. In conclusion, members, HB 100 guarantees that all Texans have the freedom to move across Texas safely and independently. This bill provides a conservative, common-sense framework that will be good for passengers, good for drivers, and good for the free market. Thank you, Mr. President. I move to suspend the Senate's regular order of business.
Senator Schwertner, you are recognized to suspend the regular order of business now.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move to suspend the regular order of business on HB 100.
Secretary will call the roll.
Bettencourt, Birdwell, Buckingham, Burton, Campbell, Creighton, Estes, Garcia, Hall, Hancock, Hinojosa, Huffman, Hughes, Colcourse, Lucio, Menendez, Miles, Nelson, Nichols, Perry, Rodriguez, Schwertner, Sulliger, Taylor, Galveston, Taylor, Collin, Uresti, Watson, West, Whitmire, and Zaffarini.
20 ayes, 10 nays. The rules are suspended. Chair lays out on second reading House Bill 100. The Secretary will read the caption.
House Bill 100, relating the regulation of transportation network companies.
Senator Schwertner, you're recognized since it's a House Bill to third reading, not engrossment.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move passage to third reading, HB 100.
Secretary will call the roll.
Bettencourt, Birdwell, Buckingham, Burton, Campbell, Creighton, Estes, Garcia, Hall, Hancock, Hinojosa, Huffines, Huffman, Hughes, Colcourse, Lucio, Menendez, Miles, Nelson, Nichols, Perry, Rodriguez, Schwertner, Sulliger, Taylor, Galveston, Taylor, Collin, Uresti, Watson, West, Whitmire, and Zaffarini.
20 ayes, 10 nays. We will hold there.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, members.